get a thing of the degrees.
Wait,
Frosty
do you need to know
shield.
the altitude?
Yes, and our barometric pressure.
Oh, you need the barometric pressure?
Yeah,
Oh, right there.
there it is.
29.62.
That's what we needed. There she is. There she fucking blows. We got her. This car's about to die. This car's about to live. See another day. Jump it. See if it starts. No. Burn like a kitten.
Saving the day with the frosty
Dude. It's working. Now let's kind of go home and throw this bitch in the garage. Okay. 5 minutes later, down the road. She totally stalls out and dies on us again.
This is the most pitiful, like, sputtering death I've ever heard of a car.
So round 2 to get it 0.1 more miles up the road. Oil.
Yeah.
Project
That's all
Yata is
oil.
leaking oil. We got it back.
Oh, we need to open it. We need to smell it.
Okay, open time. I need to hold on to this hose, it's warm. Yeah, that shit boiling a little bit. What if it's just clogged, dude?
I told you.
Yeah,
No, your hose isn't going to be clogged. It's going to be your rate.
yeah, the actual radiator.
And another big thing is, see, that hose isn't collapsed, but with mine,
Where's that noise coming from?
it's bubbling in here. It's right there.
Okay, yeah, this was the same noise I was getting. Yeah. So it's boiling in there, because it's just coming out of here.
And this is freezing cold, this pipe is.
Okay, so
Your radiator might be clogged.
good thing I'm getting a new fucking radiator.
Because that's ended up with, that was what actually was the issue with my car.
It was just your radiator and it was fixed?
Yeah, my radiator was. But at the same time, we did the water pump, thermostat, and radiator all in like one day.
Okay, well, we'll see how it opens up after that though. Okay, what's up guys? Okay, what's up guys? Today, I found this right here. This belt. This alternator water pump belt. Down in the engine bay down there. So I think we found our idle problem, our cooling problem, and our battery dying problem. Last night I was trying to film a video with Lucas, and our the Miata died. So I'll put some clips in right after this video. I mean, right after this clip, but Miata died. We had to go all the way to Lucas's house, get a jump pack, come back. We had to walk to Lucas's house, which was like, it wasn't that far away, but it was like 12 degrees out last night. And then we jumped it, got it back, and it totally bogged out, just stalled on us. And then we didn't know what was the problem. We thought our battery was literally just that dead. But, so I went and bought a battery today. I'm just gonna put this in today. It was not cheap to buy one of these batteries. I thought they was gonna be a lot less expensive because of how small they are. That is not the case with the Miata. Still runs you about 180 bucks for a little battery that's going in here. But I'm I'm gonna throw that in tonight. This is gonna be a start of a video fixing the Miata, fixing the first big problem with the Miata. I also ordered a thermostat and a thermostat gasket, which is in my car. Getting a new radiator and new belt. So that should fix everything. But I'll probably get the belt tomorrow after work or before work. But right now, I was just going to film the first part of this by putting the battery in. It really isn't that big of a deal or a big of a project, but I'm gonna film that. And I actually need to find that gasket that was in here that I have no idea where it went. Because I bought that gasket. It's probably in there. No, I have no idea where the gasket went. It fell somewhere, I'll find it. But I'm gonna pop the trunk and I'm gonna get right to that battery putting in, and then this will just be the first clip of this video, so catch you guys once I get the battery in. All right, while I'm in here, I'm just gonna take out this because it does take up a lot of space. Can't really twist this battery to get to that back connection with the T-wrench or that wrench, so I'm gonna do that, and then the battery should be out. Okay, tires out, got the wood block out, and I screwed that thing back in there. Tires over here. This is where the Miata parts are accumulating for right now. That one just fell all the way to the bottom. All right, now if any of you guys are wondering, to get the tire out, that little nut, it's a 12. And the batteries, batteries, bolts, and that bolt's a 12 for this wheel. Batteries bolt is a 10. There we go, I can talk. All right, let's get the battery done. You wanna know what else is really funny that I thought was really funny? So I got an AGM, sorry, good actual battery. These boys had an American Farm lawn and garden battery in here. I was like, oh my gosh. All right, well, I can see if Orias will take that back and give me money for the core, which I think they always will for a battery core, so we'll see. I will get this battery in. I just had to show you that it was a lawn and garden battery. All right, as you can see, battery is in, all connected. Not a huge deal, but battery's in, everything's set. We're good to go. My thermostat should be coming in Monday, so tomorrow, and I will do that in my belt. But the thing is, I don't have, sorry it's dark, I don't have, I can't drain that unless I drill it out, so I'm gonna have to ruin that radiator. Or not ruin it, but ruin the actual drain bolt from it because it's plastic and I stripped it. So I'm thinking if I can, heat up a flathead screwdriver, stick it up there, make my own like actual place to put the bit at, it'll work. But that's just all tomorrow, so I'll get back with you guys tomorrow about this and we'll see how it works. Okay, it's the next day. O'Reilly's picked up the right belt we need. So after this, in all reality, if everything works out, idle should be down, battery shouldn't die, and we shouldn't overheat. So we'll have a perfectly fine running car once we get the belt on that controls the radiator and, not the radiator, the alternator and the water pump. Because before we were not getting any coolant pushed into the engine. So I think my thermostat's fine. You know, I have it, it's up there on the porch. But my thermostat did come today, so I'm probably gonna do that when I get a new radiator, which will probably be later this month. Don't have the money for one. And then we'll do thermostat, because if this works, then we're done. We have the problem fixed for now, and then I'm just gonna upgrade my cooling system with a new thermostat that is a higher temp gauge thermostat and a new radiator, a double core aluminum instead of a plastic single core. Not a nice one, so I'm gonna try to just put the belt on today, and that's gonna be my main goal. I'm gonna take out the intake, and then I should be able to get to the belt from there, and I can tighten the alternator tension bolt, and then there's another tension bolt I think on the right side, because I don't have AC or power steering in that Miata because it's a base model 1990 1.6, so fully basic, only two pulleys, which are okay, there's 3 pulleys, but there's only 2 belts on the whole car, which is the timing belt and the radiator water pump belt. So this is going on, and then we should all be set. This actually should be my I don't know if it's gonna have both in it. Yeah, it does. My super stat thermostat, and then I ordered this, which is actually really cool. One sec, I'll show you guys. Try to cut this open. Cool this is. These are all push pin for literally every car ever made. I bought it because of the situation. I always lose these, and these always break. So, there we go. So now we have a whole entire thing showing us. It's a really bad picture, but look at all these, all push buttons. So, could fix the Miata carpet and fix my Subaru side skirts too, as well. Alright, I'm finally outside. Got the new belt right here. It's the old belt. It's the new belt. This old belt actually doesn't even look really that old, but I'm still going to put a new belt on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off just the mess. We're taking off pretty much from this hose clamp to this hose clamp and down there. Not taking off this top radiator hose because I can't drain the radiator quite yet. So let's take out this piping, which is just Phillips head screws. And then I think down there's a hose right there for your vent cutoff or whatever, and then should be it. So I'm just gonna grab Phillips head screws, and then we should be able to get that. Yeah, unhook the oil, whatever intake from the airbox. Undid that, undid that, undid that pipe, undid this pipe, undid that pipe. I'm trying to yank this out. As you can see, this is done over here. I'm trying to get this out of here, and it's close, like it's the least you can tell. It's not out coming out, so I'll get to you once this whole airbox is out. This is your first time doing this too. There's a 10 mil bolt right down there. This is connected to that holds on the actual airbox. That's why if it seems like it's hard to come off and you didn't take off that bolt, that's why. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and then the airbag should be off. Okay, second step. I laid the actual timing belt down in there. It's right here. I wrapped it around the alternator and the water pump pulley, as you can see. Now I'm just starting to wheeze that on, and I'm gonna see if I can get that on. If I can get it all on, then I'm just gonna tighten up the tension, but if not, I'll loosen the tension and then put everything on. So I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so there's a little bolt down there right next to the water pump pulley and next to that where that hose goes in. It's 10 mil. It's a tensioner for that plastic piece of tensioner. I loosened it and it gives it a little room, so I'm gonna try to see if I can slide that belt on there now. See if we can get it around all 3 pulleys, so I'll get back with you. Okay, next there's an adjustment right here on the alternator, the back of it. Right there, that silver shiny bolt, which pivots it on this. And we need to pivot closer so the pulley is actually closer. So you adjust that bolt and then pull the radiator closer by tightening. You don't loosen it. You can loosen the other bolt that actually goes into the alternator mounting bracket and push it, or you can just tighten it up and then keep going in. So I'm just gonna keep tightening, and I'll get right back with you guys. Okay, bad news since I have no idea what I'm doing. I broke the tensioning bolt. It goes to the radiator. Not radiator, dang it. Alternator, so I can't really pivot it back. I loosened the back bolt all the way to the back a lot, trying to pivot it, not working. The belt is so close to getting onto the alternator, but it won't, so I'm just gonna keep trying to fiddle with the alternator and trying to push it, and then trying to really torque on that belt to get it over there. But other than that, this is all I can do, so I'll get back to you when I get this belt on, hopefully. Okay, so it turns out I'm just going to, without breaking more things, because I just broke the spoke on the alternator trying to push it, so I'm done touching anything. I got this out, and I'm just gonna go get a new bolt for the tensioner. see if I can fix everything and make everything work like it was. This is the old bolt that was broken off. It's the bolt that actually holds it into the alternator. And the actual thing is right back there, the little contraption. Maybe you can see it back there. Yeah, the black little hook piece goes way back down into there. It's hard to see. It's actually a pain to work on this freaking thing. So I'm gonna get a bolt before work, and I'll resume this later tonight. Try to get that stupid belt on. So catch you guys later. Okay, so I just put the old belt back on. Everything's on, as you can see, and it has too much slack, but I mean it's tight enough. So I'm gonna hook everything up and start it just to see if my water pump actually is broke or not. So I do need to start it, and I just tightened the bolt down there back behind the alternator. Got it tight. The alternator's tight, but the adjustment bolt's not in there. So once I get a new adjustment bolt, I can finally adjust it. But as of right now, everything should be okay. It should run perfectly fine as long as that belt's not on. So as long as I drive it really softly, it shouldn't fall off. But I have everything done. I need to put all the airbags and everything back, airbox and everything back in, and then I'm gonna start it up. So I'll get right to you after I put all the airbox stuff in. All right, I'm gonna start this up. See if we can get this thing to go. It's idling a little bit better. Not good news. Okay, well, we know it's going to work, but I just need to put that new timing belt in, and I need to get it all tightened up. That's literally what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to tighten my crankshaft pulley, I think. It looked like it was wobbling, but I could not tell if that was because of the band or what. And then it started smoking right by the radiator, and you can smell burnt rubber, so the belt, I don't know if you can see down there. It's hard to see. The belt must have been just rubbing down there because you can hear that little squeal. So just take this all off again and just start from the beginning. But we know what the problem actually was. So I'm gonna get working on this again, and then I'll get back with you guys. Okay, I got the old belt on, not the old belt, the new belt on. All I had to do was get it on the crank and crank the crank a little bit, and it worked itself on. It's a little tighter already, as you can see, but I'm going to go to the store. I went yesterday, couldn't find one of these, but now I figured out I don't need one that threads all the way down. I can have one that threads just have the end threads on and then have that one not threaded, because I found those at the hardware store, but I thought they wouldn't work. So I'm go to the hardware store, find one with the same size thread that's probably as long as this, as long as it has threads at the end, and then that should work as the adjustment bolt, and we should be all set. So I'll be right back after I get back after the hardware store. All right, this is the old bolt. This is the new one I just bought. As you can see, it doesn't have thread all the way down it. So I'm hoping I don't have to tighten it past the thread point, because I'm hoping that's all it has to need to get fully tightened. But if not, I can always find another bolt. But it's metric. If you're wondering what size it was metric, 8 mil by 1.25, I'm pretty sure. And this was a $2 bolt, so not a big deal, but we'll get her done today, don't worry. It's done, we did it. Haven't turned it on yet, but look. New belt, and look how tight it is. She's tight. Bolt didn't really fit that well. You can see I had to throw in, right here, I had to throw in a couple washers. But she's tight, it worked, everything's up. Put the airbox on, and we'll start it up, and then I'll let you know how it goes from there. I'll go for a drive after this, because it should be all set, so see you then. The air box is all in. Just gotta make sure every pipe is hooked up where it needs to be and make sure everything's tight. I'm going to start this up. It might squeal because it's a new belt and it might be smoky because it's a new belt, but as long as it's not wobbly, we should be pretty good. So start this bad boy up. Didn't squeal. That's good. Moving good. Alternator's working. Okay, I think we're all good. So I'm gonna take it for a test drive, go pick up my sister in it, see how everything works out, and I will let you know after this video how everything's sitting. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you in a second. It's me. Leave me out of run. It's yours again. It's your another day. It's he's another day. The belt is on.
Alright, shut the fuck
The belt
up.
works. And the car runs to pick her up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.